An interesting excerpt details dialogue before the crucifixion. The Roman governor of Judea, Pontius Pilate, had questioned Jesus and was practically looking for a reason to release him. Pilate says, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Yeshua replied, "Did you think of that yourself, or did others tell you about me?" Pilate answered, "Am I a Jew? Your own people and the chief priests handed you over to me. What have you done?" Yeshua answered, "My kingdom doesn't belong to this world. If my kingdom belonged to this world, my followers would fight to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. My kingdom doesn't have its origin on earth." Here, Christ answered the question indirectly by distinguishing his servants, those under his jurisdiction, as separate from the Jews. The Jews are identified as a separate group that is condemning him. Also, Yahweh, like Satan, is biblically considered to be the god of this world, and despite the overarching Roman rule, the Jews still held immense influence over the affairs in Judea, enough to get Jesus crucified. The kingdom Jesus spoke of is what he would have considered El's domain, the kingdom of heaven. When Jesus was condemned, the crowd gleefully took responsibility for the act by saying, "His blood is on us and our children," while Pilate, the Roman authority, had been sickened by it and washed his hands to separate himself from bearing the guilt. This guilt was wholeheartedly embraced by those who worshipped Yahweh. If you were ever perplexed by why the crowd would want Jesus to die by crucifixion, and why those in Judea were eager for his death, as many of the original passages in the New Testament claim Jesus was well received by those he spoke to, it's because very little of his preaching was done in Jerusalem, where he was condemned. He mainly preached in Galilee and Samaria. These were places full of people who were culturally different and far more receptive to his teachings than those in southern Judea. It was a world of difference. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to learn more, I invite you to check out my other videos and the pinned link to my free book.